guys, welcome to Chuck's Weekly number 5. I'm glad you guys are back. For this week's weekly, I'm going to be talking about how you should be very, 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 very picky with who you allow in your space, who you give your energy to, who you spend your time with. Saying that to say, basically just that we should become and be very, 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 very picky, very particular about who we're spending our time with. Because time is our greatest commodity. You can't get time back. So when you spend time with someone, just like when you go to work, you clock in, you spend 8 hours, and they pay you for your time. You go to school, you spend 2 hours in a class, you're learning in the 2-hour time slot, or you should be. Or they're attempting to teach you. So that's credit, You should give credit to that. When you think of things that you do in your everyday life, when it involves time, and time is forever happening, it's a constant variable. When you think of those things, everything that you could possibly think of, there's a reward, there's a purpose. The time is being utilized. Even down to the smallest thing. You put some food in a microwave for 3 minutes. In that 3 minutes, the microwave is working to heat up your food so that you can eat. So there's purpose in that 3 minutes. It's not a stagnant 3 minutes. So, and I can go on and on about time. You go to sleep for 6 hours, your body's working, time is meant to be utilized. It's meant to have a purpose. It's meant to affect you in the most possible, best way that it can get. Okay, so in terms of thinking of all of the little small things that we do along in our day when it involves time, you should apply that same concept of time. My time has to be effective and utilized. You should apply that to everyone who you spend your time with. So don't go spend your time with, I don't believe in those friends where those are just my party friends. I don't believe in those boyfriends where, oh, I'm just dating him for dinner. For what? That's such a waste of time. I can't even express. Right now, you guys, we're young, and it seems like we have all the time in the world, but we really don't. Seriously. And so just be conscious of who you're spending your time with. You need to spend time with people who are having a purpose for you, who look at your presence as a gift, and they value that, and they value the fact that instead of you spending an hour at the gym and an hour doing your hair or an hour cooking or doing an hour worth of something that could be useful to you, you're with me. And so because you're with me, I'm going to become that utility for you. And I'm going to feed your soul and feed your energy and feed everything that I could possibly feed to you in the most productive way so that I feel like I've paid you for your time you've spent with me. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense, you guys. Sometimes I overthink things for myself, but I'm sure it makes sense, right? But yeah, I just think that you guys, for this week, go down your list of your homies and make sure that they're all useful and they're all being utilized in the ways that they are meant to be utilized, and they're all open to being utilized. Because if you're not open to being used, you're useless. You know what I mean? So again, time is your greatest commodity. Be very picky with your time. You decide who you want to give your time to, because you need to be paid for your time. And paid does not mean money necessarily. Being paid for your time is being given something. I spent my time with you, so what are you giving me in return? Are you giving me something positive emotionally for the time spent? Are you giving me something positive spiritually, intellectually, whichever, creatively? Every person who I've spent time with currently in my life has so much potential and so much use for me. Every person. I mean, I only legit hang out with maybe 4 people, if that. But those 4 people, man, every time I see them, it's just I can be so inspired sometimes, and I'll call up Teo, or I'll call up one of my friends, and or even my boo, and I'm just like blown away. Like, and then I go from uninspired, wasting my time sitting on the couch, just uninspired. And this is me personally, to hanging out with someone, one of those four, for 6 hours. And in that 6 hour time frame, it's just like I get so much back, and I get so much regeneration. Like, is that a word? Sometimes I make up words. Get with it. Okay. So to stop this weekly from ranting and going on and on and on as it's already doing, that is Chuck's Weekly for this week. Just utilize your time, the energy, and the moments that you put into people. Make sure that they're worth the moments and the time and energy that you're putting into people. Make sure that they think of your presence as a gift, and you do the same for others. Make sure that you're giving someone in return their pay for the time that they're spending with you. Okay? So hopefully that was helpful. I will see you guys next Sunday. I love you all. Let me know who your best person is that you utilize when it comes to terms and when it comes to spending time with. Down below, let me know who's your favorite person to spend time with that regenerates you. So I'll see you guys next week. I hope you enjoyed this weekly. Love you.